Hello YouTube. So a couple days ago, or today even possibly early, a couple of leaked interior images of the new upcoming 2021 Ford F-150 were released. I believe they were actually found on Instagram first, and now a bunch of people are bringing them over and putting them on websites and stuff. So starting off, we kind of have a close-up view of the interior, which includes the new touchscreen display. The previous generation, or the current generation I should say, has a matte finish touchscreen display. However, this one, you can see there is a good amount of glare on it. It also appears to be significantly bigger than the current generation touchscreen, which I believe is also 8 inches diagonally measured. This one is at least 10, or what seems to be at least 10. Over to the left side of the touchscreen display is the Pro Trailer Backup Assist knob, which I believe is now available on all models, or maybe XLT and up. To the right side of the touchscreen display, you have a little push button, and I'm pretty positive that opens up the top portion of the glove box. I know a lot of these truck manufacturers now are putting in 2 glove boxes, and I believe that button opens the top glove box. This vehicle obviously has push button start, and it's located in a very similar place to the new 2020 and on Ford Explorers. This also has a fully digital instrument cluster, as you can see from this picture. There is another picture of the instrument cluster later on in the slideshow. I believe this is also shared with the Ford Explorer. Taking a look at the steering wheel, it looks like it's a more squared off version of the Escape and Explorer steering wheels. All those buttons look very, very similar. And over on the left hand side, it looks like that would be your selector button for the instrument cluster. Because this is fully digital, you can definitely expect a lot of customization. Getting back again to the steering wheel, probably will be heated. It is leather wrapped. All of this so far leads me to believe that this is a higher end trim, at least a Lariat or above. I'm leaning towards it not being a King Ranch though, just because the color scheme tends to be around a Lariat trim, or even possibly a platinum trim. There is a brushed metal looking speaker grille over on the driver's side door panel, which could indicate a premium audio group. I'm not 100% sure if Ford is still going with the B&O audio package for their premium sound group. However, that brushed metal speaker grille does indicate to me at least that this one could possibly have the premium audio package. Getting back to the center console area, to the right side of the push button start, you have what looks to be like an integrated trailer brake control. And then below that, you have your drive mode selection, or possibly your transfer case selection. I can't make out what that is. Getting over to the climate controls, this looks like it's taken directly from the Ford Explorer, so very similar there. Heated steering wheel button is on the left side of the instruments, or buttons right there for the climate control. Below that, it looks like you're going to have a wireless charging mat with 1 USB-C port, 1 USB port. Over to the right, you have a 12 volt outlet, and then a 120 volt or 400 watt max power outlet as well. On the current generations, I believe those are actually shared under one compartment. This particular one does have the center shifter, so it has the 40 console 40 seats. Coming up over to the other image, which again is just a kind of a close-up of the heating and cooling buttons. Again, I don't know if that switch says drive mode or if that's the transfer case selection, not 100% sure. Coming up to the fully digital instrument cluster, Unfortunately, this one does have a check engine light, which, who knows? It's probably, could still be in early development. Digital tachometer on the left, speedometer on the right, and then the 4 gauges up top from left to right looks like it's the coolant temperature, oil temperature, engine temperature, and then your range. The range looks to be at 100%, so this vehicle has about 707 miles of range. So you can figure out, just based on averages and what the current gas tank size is, the estimated miles per gallon. Then under that, you're in your trip 1 view, which has your MPG. This particular vehicle is getting 21.8 miles to the gallon. Your time is to the right of that. Your miles driven is 49.7, and your distance to empty is 707. Now, if the range is on 100% still, or what looks to be 100%, and you've gone almost 50 miles, it's not crazy to, possibly expect 800 miles of range out of this vehicle. Again, 21.6 or 21.8 mpg. Engines typically take about 5,000 miles to get broken in, so we just don't know yet, especially with nothing being released for this vehicle, and we can all just speculate. Under that, the little amber light looks like a automatic start-stop is disabled. You can tell because there's a circle with a line through it, and that's typically Ford's way of displaying start-stop. Then to the right of that, you have a green leaf, which leads me to believe that this vehicle is currently in the eco mode. To the right of that, you have a privacy button, or a privacy indicator. I have no idea what that is. And then it looks like you have a timer to the right of that. This vehicle also has the compass underneath the speedometer, and it looks like this vehicle has 882 miles on it. So lots to unpack. There are probably some things I missed. Like I said, these just got released, and I'm pretty excited to look at them. Hopefully more images will be leaked soon. Maybe some other trim levels possibly. There was rumors of a hybrid version coming out to compete against Ram's e-Torque, and given the vehicle's range and miles already driven, this very well could be the hybrid version. If this vehicle is going to be debuted at the 2020 Detroit International Auto Show, I will be attending that, so you can definitely expect Ford F-150 coverage. If this interests you, please consider sharing the video and subscribing. Like always, thanks for watching, and have a great day.